All right, this is going to be round 3 of my second video. The first time I forgot that moving your head around a lot in virtual reality will make everybody sick. And the second time I forgot to record sound. So I've changed a few things. I've put some new textures on the tiles here, the folder options. I've redone a different texture for the table and cleaned everything up just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the table a little bit bigger this time so you can kind of see what this thing's capable of. I'm going to put a lot of detail in there, and you may see a little bit of jerkiness. That is because it is on Fraps that's running in the background. It really slows it down. But so first feature I have is the pick tool mode, and here you can choose between the 3 Oculus hands. On the Vive version, I just have a controller right now and a placeholder one just to show that you can switch. But with the Oculus and the avatars, you get to choose between any of these. Now I prefer just the controllers. That's what I like. Now if I press the button on my left hand, I'm now in left-handed mode, so the left hand activates that. This hand picks up the controller. If I go back to pick tool mode with my left hand, push the button on my right hand, now my right hand activates it, and then my left hand can pick that up. So I have support for both right and left-handed. The File Explorer is just a placeholder right now. It goes through my computer desktop. You can see all the stuff that I have there. This will be used for selecting your dioramas to load them. Like if you download a diorama from a friend, you can go into the File Explorer and open up the diorama straight from there. All right, edit table. Just like it sounds, you can rescale the table if you decide you want it a little bit lower to the ground or something like that. And then grab this menu. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting together a diorama here. Now I'm leaning down on the ground here to really, kind of feel like I'm on the floor right now. And we'll start out with some fantasy interiors. And let's go with furniture. So I always like starting with a bed first. That's a good centerpiece for the room. Now, around my bed, I may want some furniture. So let's grab one of these shelves here with a bunch of pots and books on them. Now, these are all pre-made. You can see there's an empty one here, and then you can get all the pots and books that you want on there. The author of this particular asset has some pre-made ones with all this stuff on there, which is really nice of him. Let's see, let's put in, I really like this table, so I'm going to put that there. And then let's get some chairs around that table. Now, one feature I've added to this version is you no longer have to pick up an item, put it down, pick up an item, put it down. As you can see, the item didn't disappear from up here, and you can just stamp copies as many as you want. Pick up my controller here and turn it around. I didn't really have to do that. I just chose to, because one thing that this does is if you accidentally put an item there, you can now pick it back up. So, unlike before, I wasn't able to pick anything back up, and that was a horrible inconvenience. I had to restart like 20 times just to get a good video. All right, so got a few objects in there. Put one of these here. Let's put that by the bed. Okay, let's put in a few more just really quickly. I just kind of want to show you how much you can get in here in a quick amount of time. So go to props, get some of these barrels, nice little barrel set up here. And there we go. That barrel seems a little small. And then that one's a little big. So let's swap it around there. And this was really neat. This bucket that you got here, you can put this bucket in there and have it full of water. All right, so put a chest at the foot of the bed, maybe put some rubble in there, make it look like this place got torn down. And then these ones are decals. This is actually, they end up looking really great. They just really quickly add some dirt look to the ground and maybe a cobweb hanging up over the bed here. Now, stand up here because knees are getting a little sore. Put this globe right over there. Put a pile of wood here. Put this ladder here. Sticks right there. Fire pit maybe in the middle of the sticks. Let's see if we can start this place on fire. And so on and so forth. I mean, I put some pillows on the bed now. The reason I'm not stamping this is I'll show you one of my bugs here is they turn green when you highlight over. Some objects do. Not everything works just yet, but when they turn green and when you stamp it, it stays green. Now I can leave those up there forever. Oh, that one's good. I'll use that one. There we go. And let's put a shield right here and a couple sacks of gold for the adventurers that are going to come and loot this place. All right, so I've thrown together just a little scene right there. I have walls and floors, but right now it's nearly impossible to line these things up right. So I'm going to start working on a tile system next because this is just not efficient at all. So I'm going to do floors and walls with a tile system, and I'm going to get rid of this because this is not fun. So now that I've got this set up, I can add a few other things to it. Like I can have a little space battle going on in the middle of the, in the middle of there. Have some jump gate here. Put that there. Have some ships coming out of there. And these here. There. Just add some stuff right there. Go back. We'll get some blue ships here. Now, I'll just show that you can stamp these really just anywhere you want. Just all over the place. Okay. And there we go. So they're having a little battle. We'll put in one of these really big ships because they're just awesome. Make it huge. It's hard to get it away from me. Okay, that's close enough. That thing's huge. It's just right behind me. And now we'll do a mech. Now, in addition to the mechs, one nice feature is that you can build your own. So I go to mech parts, start out with some legs, grab one of these. I'm just going to throw this together really quick. I'm not going to line everything up. It's not going to look great, but you'll see what I can, do is I can put more than one gun on here. So I could actually have something like that if I really wanted to, or a tower of guns off his head. That's my mech. He can look like whatever I want him to. All right, and then get rid of that. Drop him. Went through that. Rocks and boulders. Let's put some background terrain in here. Cover up these ugly walls. Those. Grab that one. Stretch that one out. Actually, that looks pretty good right there. Almost. Nah. I don't like that. Oh, I got the wall too. Hey, look at that. There is one slight inconvenience. All right, there we go. And what else should I put in here? I'm gonna put a few more rocks here. Throw a couple over here. And put that big one right there. All right, so now I'm starting to get quite a lot of stuff in my scene here. Just kind of start throwing a bunch of random stuff in here so you can kind of see how much you can get in one scene with just oop. I want that there. Let's put it over here. The Guardian system. So annoying. All right, a couple there. These guys are just like nanobots. They're teeny tiny. Actually, get things really small too. I can just paste them around there like that. One of these here. Oop, pasted that by accident. So a couple things I still need to do is I need to be able to pick up an item and delete it somehow, which I can't do right now. Got a lot of free buttons though, so I think that should be pretty easy. Starting to get a little judder here. Again, I think that's because I've got fraps going. I've had probably 10 times this much stuff in a scene before, but I'll go ahead and stop there. I think that gives a good good idea of what this is capable of, and hope you enjoy, and I appreciate any feedback you have. Thank you.